Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are tuning in the world. Thank you so much for joining. As always, I appreciate you always. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and for liking my videos as well. When I mean liking, I mean pressing the like button, just so you're aware. So we have a reading today. It's going to be all about divine love and what would they say if they could. What would they say if they could? So I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I don't really know what's going to come out. All I do know is that you can probably see that there's quite a lot of cards in certain piles that have come out. So I feel like this is going to be quite an in-depth reading. So this one's going to be pile 1, this one's going to be pile 2, and this one's going to be pile 3. If you would like to pause the video so that you can select your pile, then please go ahead and do so. Otherwise, we are going to move on to pile 1. Okay, pile 1. So what would they say if they could? So we're going to be starting off with this new pile, this new deck, Amy Satori. She's amazing and she's a friend of mine and she's on YouTube and she's incredible. So this is going to be what would they say if they could. This is the Beloved Ghosters deck. Okay, took a while for me to get there, but I'm here. All right. Okay, I'm working on a plan. I'm working on a plan to surprise you right now and don't want you to have a clue about when, where, or how it's coming. Surrender to the mystery, it's worth the wait. Okay, so I'll put that there. I'm on my way to you right now. I'm so excited. I may have to lay low till I get there. So no one tries to stop me. OMG, I can't wait to see you. Okay, we're gonna get into it, don't worry. Okay, and the next message is gonna be, I want to make love to you like you've never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known. Wow, very, very romantic. Okay, all right. I'm dealing with a mental health issue right now. Once I have stabilized or healed enough to begin something new with you, I will reach out to you. Okay, so they're having some issues. Maybe this is a kind of like, what was it? 7 of Swords or maybe 9 of Swords issue. I'm very sick, or someone close to me is. I don't want to burden you with the situation, so I'm just taking care of it right now. Okay, so I feel like this person has some sort of like depression or something like that. Or maybe they are dealing with someone who is quite literally sick here, as it says here. Some things you've said have me reeling. I appreciate it, even if I've acted defensive. I have some reflecting to do, but I'm not going anywhere. I know this will make us stronger. Okay, so maybe something that you said to them has maybe put them in a possible mental block, or has triggered some sort of mental anxiety or depression. But I just want to say that that's not your it's your responsibility to be integral with your word, as I always say, but it's not your responsibility how others react to what you say. You know, I just want to let you know that. I miss you so much. My heart aches. I don't know what I'd do without you in my life. Please don't go date anyone else. I know I seem to be taking my time, but I'm evolving faster than you think. Okay, so they are worried. So this person is very worried that you could be entertaining other people, that you could be, you could be dating others as well. So that's maybe something that they struggle with. They have like a lot of maybe mental anxiety. Okay. They could be someone that really overthinks and kind of goes into a bit of a wormhole about that. Let me just move these out a little bit. but I do feel like they have a lot of love. I feel I'm seeing the sort of like the moon card in my head, sort of hidden emotions they haven't really expressed to you just yet. Okay. I'm with a toxic partner right now. Wow. So some of you, they could actually be with someone else at this time, or they could be in a situation with someone that they're seeing, who could be causing them the sickness, or yeah. So I'm with a toxic partner right now, but you're on my mind a lot. I will reach out to you once I've set myself free completely of this burden and can give you the good news. So they do have good news to give you. They are sort of maybe struggling some anxiety at this time. They could be struggling some with some triggers at this time. I'm sort of seeing the Two of Swords in my head as well. So they're making a decision. It's going to be a difficult one. This could involve financial assets as well involved that could be giving them headaches, and worries as well if they are tied in with someone else as well. But also I feel like this person, this toxic person they could be with, not all of you will resonate with this in Pile 1. This is a general readings, but they could be someone that really gives them a lot of like headaches. We're just saying mal di testa in Italiano. Yeah, just a lot of headaches. I've been living a double life. So there you go. I've been living a double life and need to make major changes to live a more authentic life. So this is something that they could be struggling and maybe having a realization. This could be a tower moment energy where they're suddenly realizing that they are with the wrong person, and something that you said had triggered them to maybe make that change and make that difficult decision to leave that toxic partner, or toxic situation. Could be a family member as well, doesn't have to be romantic. A toxic situation, because something that you've said has really triggered them to change their ways, to be more authentic. I do feel like you, the reader that I'm reading for, is someone who is very authentic, someone who speaks their mind, who's very sweet, very caring, very loving. Sort of, I'm seeing the Empress card and the Queen of Cups energy. You don't have to be a female necessarily. This is male or female or masculine or feminine energies here. But I feel like you triggered something in them to see life differently. So yeah, I've been living a double life and need to make major changes to live a more authentic life. By the time we talk next, I plan to be in a much better situation you can be proud of. So yeah, I do feel like you said something that's sort of like, possibly made them run away. And I don't mean to laugh in it. Sometimes we have to laugh about nasty situations. Trust me, I've been through it as well. But yeah, and they may have really kind of stopped running and had a moment to think about it. I'm seeing the Four of Swords in my head, where they've taken some time to reflect and recover, and really settle their energies, maybe even settle their anxiety. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety from this person, energetically speaking. And they've just kind of stopped running and thought, okay, well, I can't keep running. I've got to change my ways and I've got to leave the situation that's toxic and not for my benefit, because it's making me sick here. And it's triggering the worst in me. I feel like this person is triggering, this toxic person is triggering the worst in this person. So it's really something to be said when you're with someone, whether they bring out the best in you or the worst in you. This person is bringing out the worst in this person, from what I can see. My limiting beliefs are evolving. I'm becoming more open-minded. If my beliefs were an issue before, please don't assume I'm the same way now. I am much more ready to listen to you now. So maybe there's a difference here in terms of religion or culture or age or traditions or customs here. There could even be, I'm seeing the World card, where you could actually be at a physical geographical distance as well. But I feel like this person may have used that as a kind of a crappy excuse before, and now they're seeing, okay, well, there isn't a limit. There's no limit to love. And they're starting to realize that this person that they are with, or this situation where they are with a person, whether it's romantic or not, is someone who shows conditional love, not unconditional love. And so they're realizing that every kind of programming that they've had, maybe even through childhood or the person they're with, has led them to believe that love is at a limit. But what you have shown them as a Queen of Cups energy that I'm picking up on is that there is no limit to your love, you know? And love is unlimited, love is unconditional. And they see that any limitations that there have been before, that they used as crappy excuses, they're now unblocking all of them. They may have blocked you as well at a time as well, and they're probably unblocking you as well now. I know this has been so hard for you not to have me there. I feel terrible. I do care, but I really want to show up more solid. I'm getting there. Just know I'm with you in my heart and I'm praying for you. So they have you in their heart space. They're praying for you. So please receive that prayer of love and light from them, from their heart to yours, and give that back as well, because energy does not lie. Energy is true. Love is true. So, you know, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, they feel it too. And they need you to be strong as well and lead the way, I would say. I do feel like I'm picking up on particularly a divine feminine energy where you are leading the way to divine union, true love union with this person. But I do feel like this time they're kind of like, they've gone through sort of like a hermit mode where they've had to go within and find the answers within. The other thing I'm picking up on is they may have left this person because they've had like a real paradigm shift in like, what kind of life am I living? I've been living a double life. I'm not my authentic self. I really feel like this person had a kind of breakdown, but they're coming through a breakthrough here. I also saw something else here, which I've, yes, that they understand, they have a lot of compassion. They know it's been difficult for you and they feel terrible. Like, don't feel, oh, great, you know, I'm glad that you feel terrible kind of energy. Just know that they understand and they're not stupid to what has come through and come to pass as well. And they really are a bit fragile. They're very fragile at this time, and they just need you to be strong, to carry on with your way, carry on with your work and your career, and being happy and in lighter vibration as well. And that's going to really help set them free as well. And yeah, so they can also like allow them to build up their stamina as well and their strength. I miss you so much. My heart aches. I cry too. I just can't reach out just yet until my situation is cleared up a bit. No, I think of you all the time and want you in my life ASAP. So that's exactly what it's saying. You know, they do feel very fragile. They love you very much, and if they haven't expressed that to you, they do. And they are going to they're going to come towards you with more strength in the future. And as they clear out their situation, maybe even release this ex already. Some of you they have already, and some of you they have not, and they're on their way to do that. Okay, so now we're going to use the romance angels. So getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So some of you may not even actually have seen each other physically yet. Some of you have not actually, you know, experienced them, you know, had conversations with them in the physical. So you may have met up with each other, or you may have connected with each other online. But some of you've yet to do that. And others of you have met each other and have seen each other physically and have got to know each other more and more and more. But I do feel like as time goes on into the next stage of your conversations with each other, you're going to get to know each other more. Okay, so express your love. Yeah, so I feel like this person wants to express their love. I do feel like this person is someone who is very they are a real thinker. They think a lot, and I feel like this person would like to express their love physically, emotionally. But I would see most of all, this is someone who has a lot of mental blocks. I feel like they could have had some issues in terms of childhood, with whatever that could be. Maybe their parents didn't show them physically. Like their parents' love language may not have been physical, may not have been like embraces, hugs, kisses, or words of appreciation. So I feel like this person has some mental blocks with that. But I'm sort of sensing that you are reader, you are very evolved into the love languages, and I feel like they're not a novice to all of this. So please have compassion and patience for this person as they express themselves to you. This is something that they're not accustomed to doing because they've been met or have been in environments that have been very toxic. they have not allowed them to be themselves. And what they're not telling you as well, what I'm picking up on, is that you have taught them so much. You taught them so much. So flirt, yeah, extend your light-hearted energy to others. So some of you, they could be expressing themselves, love, maybe kissing, flirting, laughter as well as part of flirting, and having some fun, and just being light-hearted, just not worrying about it too much, not thinking too much, just releasing thoughts. I feel like this person thinks a lot, and they really do live in their thoughts in their head. So just be yourselves, and don't give them a hard time as well, because trust me, whatever they're going through, they're giving themselves a really hard time. They feel terrible with what had happened before. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yeah, so yeah, exactly, that's it. And they feel very safe in your presence, whether it's online or in person. But I feel like you are going to be meeting up very soon, and they are realizing that they have been living a double life, and that they have not been able to express themselves in the way that is authentic and is actually true, and with you, they're realizing that even though it was really scary and they may have run a mile, they are realizing that all you were doing is being yourself, your authentic self, and just being you, being love as a verb itself. And they want to reciprocate, and they want to be more like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you. I really feel like they follow your lead. You're wonderful examples of light and love. Pile.One. Okay, so it's safe for you to love each other, basically, and open your hearts as well. For those of you who have closed your heart, open it up. Okay. Yeah, and there we have new love, a new person, a sturdy romantic feeling. So I do feel like this person is closing out a cycle situation with someone who's toxic here, and is moving towards new love with you, avec tu, avec toi, avec vous. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So Pile.One, there is a difference in this person that you're not accustomed to. Maybe their way of life, maybe their way of thinking, the way that they dress. Maybe there's just a difference. Maybe they're just not your usual type. But I feel like you'll realize in time that they are, and they always have been. As you grow into yourself and knowing yourself more and more, you realize more and more about what you love, and they are one of them. And financial concerns, so finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your life right now. So, as I said before, there could be some money involved with this person in relationship to a partner, a toxic ex, or a toxic soon-to-be divorced person. And there could be some finances involved there where they're having to, juggle out, the two of coins I'm seeing in my head, in my third eye, that they have to deal with before they can actually start this new love with you. Right. Okay, we're going to use the Island Time Wellness now and see what comes through. Yeah, the Chaser. So Chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Yeah, so I feel like there is someone here, Pile.One, who has been chasing this toxicity, and I do feel like they have a codependent issue due to childhood, and this is something that they are wanting to say. This is something that they may have not cut that karmic tie. They haven't learned that lesson. I feel like they are kind of getting to learn it if they haven't just yet. I feel like they're awakening to it. I do feel like they're also going through an awakening, Pile.One, to be more authentic, to be themselves, and I really do feel like they're going through some sort of breakdown, to be honest. And it's been really hard for them. It's been really hard for them to be in separation from you as well. And I do feel like maybe you were the chaser, and they were the runner, and now they are wanting to run back to you. I'm also seeing like that this is a sort of a very typical, let's say, twin flame paradigm as well. Love call. Okay, so someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So again, we've got two cards of expressing love. So I feel like there is, there's someone who's going to text you, call you. Some of you could still be in a in a sort of like a situation with them where you're only speaking or texting each other. I heard Viber. Some of you are using Viber, the app. or maybe it's whatever, whatever kind of mode of communication that you use with this person, and they'll be communicating in that format, on that platform. Okay, so if it's social media or whatever, and they are wanting to express love. I feel like there is the energy of Queen of Cups, so be receptive, be open to that. We have one card that came out from Kim Krantz, so let's have a look at the Kim Krantz Tarot, what Kim Krantz Tarot has to say. I also just saw 2022. Yeah, so we've got the Six of Cups here. Yeah, so someone from your past is returning. They do feel a kindred energy with you. They want to build something with you, and I feel like they are releasing this person who was a false twin flame possibly in their life, was a false true love in their life, and they are wanting to come back to you and call you, connect with you, because they do feel there's a real bond here that may go through lifetimes. Each lifetime you come back to each other. Very beautiful. They may also want to express that as well, that they've come into this awakening illumination about, true love dynamics as well. And maybe they're wanting to express their dreams as well that they've had with you about other lifetimes with you possibly. So yeah, allow them to flirt with you, allow them to express themselves, just be in the receptive energy when they do, okay? Pile 2, what else would they like to say if they could? We have the Queen of Coins. So we've got the Queen of Coins here, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So Pile 1, I do see that you are very stable, and they see you as that. They see you as very beautiful, very stable financially, very independent, whereas their person is very codependent, and they bring out the worst of each other. So they bring out codependency, toxicity, kind of addictions, whereas you are solid, stable in your mind, in your body, in your soul. You're very present. Definitely picking up on Taurus energy here, and Libra as well, but does not have to be. Could also be Virgo. But you're someone who really keeps an eye on your finances. You're a good planner. You work very hard. You work hard for the money. You work hard for the coin, and you are very deserving of everything that you achieve. And I do feel like you're following a career that you enjoy as well, and that you love. And your person is saying that they really admire you for it. They admire the fact that you are financially independent. For those of you who don't feel like you are financially independent, I just want to say that you are arriving to that status there. I also see that you do love yourself a lot here, and you've got the diamond, kind of just, you're holding it there, and I feel like they are seeing that you know your worth, which is very attractive for them. They find that very, very alluring, very attractive. They find it very, very sexy. So Pile 1, what else? Yeah, look, we've got the Tower cards. What can I say? I mean, I love to channel, and I promise you, I have not seen these cards. They're pre-shuffled, and I did not see them. So Pile 1, we do have the Tower card. This person is absolutely going through an awakening. I'm hearing that they're merging, they're integrating their body, mind, and soul with their higher self. So their higher self is basically giving them guidance in how to live a better life, a more fulfilled life. And because I feel like, as they had said in the cards, that they were living a double life, and they're really coming into an awakening about that. There's lots of changes happening. They could be changing their job, their career, where they live. They may want to relocate, maybe live closer to you if they are at a distance. Oh my gosh. I did mention the Hermit as well. We have the Hermit too. So yeah, I do feel like they've really gone within. What they want to say to you, if they could, is that they've really gone to see the light, the truth of all things, and they really understand, themselves more. They've really had a breakdown, or as we call it in the spiritual community, an awakening. But I really feel like they're going through a breakthrough here, and they've really learned to, they're learning to master themselves, more in life, and I feel like they're really coming out the other end. I really feel like they've been through a washing machine of emotions as well, and just horrible situations where there could have been financial losses as well that had really tested their faith in spirit. For those of them who are religious, their faith, their religion, their faith in God has really been tested here. So we've got 2 more cards. So we've got 2 oracle cards coming through. But before I just move on to that, I just want to say that this person could be possibly a Scorpio, Virgo in particular, very, very strong coming through here. So I do feel like there are people that really live in their heads and they really analyze and overanalyze and overthink as well, as I said before. But I do feel, however, they have received clarity. Maybe it's spirit intervening and saying, look, get out of your head and step into your heart here, because your person is of amazing value, and they've really woken up to that. Okay, if they didn't know your value before, they do now. I just thought I should just say that. Okay, so now we're going to use the Ina Sagar reading card. So focus on higher truths, number 14. So as you know, this card has come up a lot in the general readings so far, or I think the picket cards. So it is a question of time. I do see this card as being a question of time, something they are holding, which is this kind of light, this energy of Virgo, the truth of themselves, really learning how to, I feel like I'm seeing their brain as a puzzle, and they've had to like reprogram their whole brain. Like, this is someone who's really been through some sort of like, I'm also seeing there could have been an accident that has really caused a situation mentally for them. I just want to say, and they've had to like reprogram and learn, maybe even to learn language again, speech. They could even have a speech impediment. That's just something I'm picking up on, maybe on one of you or two of you, but they've had to learn how to just be in life again, and they are a little bit insecure about this as well, by the way. But yeah, focus on higher truths. So yeah, they're focusing on being more connected with their higher self here, and I do feel like it's a question of time. I do see the Jupiter glyph here, where I'm seeing that there is good luck, on their side here, and I just heard, what is it? Luck favors the brave, or fortune favors the brave. And I do feel like they're gaining courage in order to come towards you, and tell you how much they've missed you and how much they love you as well. And they're evolving to becoming more strong as well. And they've been laying low. Yeah, they have been laying low, as we saw earlier here, and that's so that they could really understand themselves, not just on a personal level, but also just what they want out of life, and what kind of life they want to live, where they want to live it, with whom they want to live it. These are all massive questions that have really been going deep and dark in treacherous territory, maybe even mentally as well. So they just want to say that you are the one for them. They haven't told you, they have not expressed this yet, but it's just a question of time. So be open to receiving this information for them, because they've really been through a rigmarole, okay? And then circles. Okay, so this card is a new card which I'm using by Angelina Mirabito, and it's the Lantern Oracle. So we have circles, number 34. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. Yeah, so 34 could be significant for some of you. And number 14. So I do feel like massive changes have been going on in their life. They've met challenges and they've dealt with it. I don't know if they've met challenges head on, because I don't feel that from this energy, from this person. But I feel like they've come out the other end, and they have been going through the eye of the storm here. 34 could be their age. 34 is adding up to 8. So I do feel like there is karma involved here, especially here with the Scorpio card and the toxicity card as well, that came through. So let me just have a look and see what 34 is about. I won't read the whole thing. I'll just read like a tiny synopsis bit. So 34 circles. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. Okay. Where in your life do you feel stuck and know what to do? Write out the inner dialogue or thoughts surrounding the areas from the previous prompt. So I do feel like that's a very Virgo thing. I feel like they're trying to find solutions to the problem, and they're writing it down. They're really planning about it. See if you can unpack any existing conflicts and desire for clarity on what you actually want. So exactly it. They've unpacked all of the mayhem, all of the cloudiness energy, and they're writing it down. They're kind of like, I do feel like they may also be going to counselling or having a healer, healing sessions with someone that's really helping them unpack their brain of negative situations and their past as well, past experiences. So list anything and everything that you can do about what seems to be preventing you from venturing beyond your revolving doors. So exactly. So I feel like they've been encouraged maybe by a healer or a counsellor or someone of high degree, that's helped them really like make a list, which is very Virgo energy as well. You don't have to be a Virgo. They do not have to be a Virgo. It's the energy of Virgo, right? And yeah, so lots of lists. So I feel like they've been going through lists of pros and cons with the situation they've been in. And also the crone's message here is, you are your white horse, ever equipped to venture forward. So that's it. So that's beautiful. Like they're getting on their white horse. They could be having an ancestor in spirit who's a crone, a woman of wisdom and love and spirituality, maybe even a little bit of magic, that's really helping them on this journey that we call life. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Pole 1. I really do hope you've enjoyed this reading, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now. Okay, Pole 2, so welcome to your reading. So let's have a look and see what would they say if they could. We're going to be using lovely Amy Satori's decks. They are from Your Beloved Ghoster. That's what they're called. She's a friend of mine. She's also on YouTube. The description is in the description box, all about her as well. I'll put a link to her website too. So, Amy Satori. So what would your beloved ghoster say? What would they say if they could? Okay, so let's have a look. Part 2. Ready? Let's go for it. I've never stopped loving you. I never will. Beautiful. Someone of very few words, but when they say what they mean to say, they're very deep. Okay, it's very profound is what I'm picking up on. Okay, let's have a look here. I'm dealing with an addiction right now. Please let me deal with this on my own so I can feel empowered and confident starting a new life with you. I know I can do it. So, Pole 2, this person is going through an addiction. This could be anything or everything and anything. Addiction comes in many different forms, not just drugs and alcohol. Okay, so I do feel like they're going through a really, deep time in their life where they're having to deal with it on their own. So that they can gain confidence, release it, and heal from it. Okay, so that's what I'm saying here for you. I also just want to say, like, whenever they do think of you, they feel very deeply for you. Okay, they're also very clear with their information. They're clear with their if they haven't, or because this is the beloved ghoster cards, so if they haven't said anything, I think when they do say, there's someone that just says things very clearly. I'm sort of seeing a King of Swords energy here, and that can come in two ways, can't it? So, okay, I'm afraid I'll push you away out of feeling unworthy. Let me work on loving myself. I know I can do this, and really don't want to lose you. You are my everything. You are my everything. You are my one and only. You bring such joy to me. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I feel like they have a lot of music in their head about you. They feel very romantic, they feel very romantic towards you. I feel like, as I said before, whenever they say what they feel about you, it's very deep. It's very deep and profound. But they're needing to deal with having to release this addiction, and also having to stop themselves from pushing you away out of feeling unworthy. Okay, I honestly think someone's doing black magic on me or something. If you know how to fix that, could you please? I just feel blocked at every turn. It's aggravating. Okay, so this person, could be absolutely dealing with something or someone who could be putting a black magic spell on them. Amy Satori is amazing at doing this. She's amazing at doing a light language blessing, which is essentially she speaks in tongues. Essentially, is what biblically is what it's called. But she's able to clear out black magic energy through her voice, through this light language. Which incidentally, I have a painting called Light Language or Light Codes, which is based on that. But I don't know how I'm just thinking, like, could I do it? I don't know if I can, but I do shamanic healing, so I could do that now. So Let's see if we can. Okay, I'll use the bowl. Yeah, we'll use the bowl. Okay, so, and I can get some sage. Oh, I can get some Palo Santo. Okay, just bear with me 1 sec while I just get that. Okay. May as well use the candle that's here, right? Okay, so. Naripa. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Paramatmane Nama Atta. Okay, so just clearing the energy. Okay, so I'm just clearing out the energy from this person's head. So I just feel like there's debris within their center, so I'm just clearing that out. This is actually a little hint of what I do with my shamanic healing. So maybe that's just the same. Okay, so just removing all of this debris. I'm basically seeing a lot of debris. It's kind of like stringy matter, white stringy matter. Okay, so just removing that from your person's internal and out of their crown. Okay, so I feel like that's done. Currently, I'm not doing any shamanic. Actually, I think my shamanic healing service is up. I just don't really have time at this time to do tarot readings or cartomancy readings. But if you would like to book a shamanic healing session with me, the information is down below. Okay, beautiful. Right, so that's cleared. Okay, so done. All right, next. What would they say if they could? I just want you to know there's nothing I don't love about you and your life. I don't care about our differences, even if I used to use them as lame excuses. I choose you, not my ego or any obstacles, just you and all that comes with you. Okay? Beautiful. So they want you to know that there's nothing that they don't love about you. They love everything about you and your life and how you dress and what you say and weird spooky things that you do. Maybe you are a healer like myself. They just love everything. They love you. They love you for being you. Okay, so again, very romantic, very profound with what they say. I'm so ashamed and embarrassed. I can't bear to look you in the eyes and tell you everything. I can't stand the thought of making you cry. Just let me build up the courage to confront this. Okay, so there you go. What else? I'm having commitment issues right now because I doubt my ability to make good choices and I'm afraid to go through yet another breakup. I have to learn to trust myself more. Okay, so they're learning how to trust themselves more. They're learning to know themselves more. I just heard the word integrate, so maybe they're learning how to integrate themselves with their belief systems or with their ethos, their ethics, or maybe these are new belief systems, new ethics that they're wanting to integrate into their life. So it's kind of the energy of practicing what they're preaching or walking their talk as well. And they're afraid to push you away. You know, they're afraid of commitment issues as well. They could have had people in their lives that have just walked away from them, and so they're worried that they could experience another breakup. I feel like this person has gone through a recent breakup as well, if you are not aware of that, and they're worried about having to express and tell you everything that's been going on. But they do want to say that they love you, and they're afraid of pushing you away if they don't work on themselves right now. Okay, I feel like they're in a critical moment right now, between you and your physical divine union. You are seriously, literally the answer to my prayers, my dream girl. Say or say yes if I ask. I'm so nervous because I'm seriously planning to propose or elope. Get ready. Okay, so it's very exciting. Yeah, so you could be a woman. You could be a man as well. But dream girl, dream boy, dream lady, dream woman, dream person. Okay, so beautiful. What else do we have here? You've done nothing wrong. I'm just figuring things out. I love you. I want you. I'm coming for you. Please be just a bit more patient with me. I'll make this up to you later. Okay, so Amy talks about how she had this session with a client, and she has publicly spoken about it, which I'm sure she won't mind me saying. But yeah, she said that, you know, her client was just like, just make it up to me, you know. I mean, it's true. It's like in terms of twin flame connections, true love, let's just say true love connections, if they've been ghosting you for a while, or if they've been mistreated you in a way that's not toxic, okay, just make it up to me. That's all we want, you know. It's just make it up to me. We can talk about it, we can converse about it, but just make it up to me. Yeah. So, and I feel like they're getting that hint from you, maybe even psychically, they'll make it up to you, and they just want to let you know that you've done nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. They love everything about you, just the way you are. I'm also seeing that scene from what is it, Bridget Jones, and that I'm gonna say Wet Blanket. That English actor. I mean, he's good, I guess, but anyway, Colin Firth. He says, you know, I love you just the way you are. And this is, I'm not saying that they are a wet blanket, but this person, God, I'm really digging myself a hole here. This person loves you just the way you are, just the way you are. And it's that scene that I'm seeing here. Okay. So don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I know this must bother you, but I plan to include you in my life and take this to the next level as soon as I can. Please just trust me and give me more time. So they're wanting more time. They're wanting you to trust them, even though whatever that they've been giving you so far has not led you to be able to trust them at all, and they've not maybe given you enough facts and information to go by, where you can trust them or where you should wait for them. And also, I just want to say, message from spirit: you don't need to wait around for this person. Just continue living your life. You know, life doesn't stop at someone's whims and fancies and decisions or indecisions, whether it's your twin flame, your true love or not. You know, life continues, life goes on, and spirit would want that for you. The God that is truth, light, love, encouragement, courage as well, is the God that wants the best for you, which means not being codependent, even energetically, to wait around for this person. I just want to let you know that. Okay, Paul 2. So what else would they say if they could? I'm sorry. I really am. I hope you can forgive me. I just feel so bad. So they feel terrible. They feel bad. They feel very sorry. They're sorry for their actions. They're sorry to have put you through all of this malarkey, this mess, this situation. You've done nothing wrong. You've done absolutely nothing wrong. They feel bad. They feel bad about how they treated you, the last conversation that you had with them, you know, that they've been running away, that they've had commitment issues that they haven't been telling you about, that they've been dishonest, you know. Yeah, they have a lot to say. I think this is the pile that had the most beloved ghoster cards, actually. I love how you think. You really inspire me. You are such a remarkable person, and I can't wait to have you at my right hand once I start acting like the person I know I'm meant to be as well. So they're really wanting to step up the level. They really want to step it up for you. They see you as a light, and they're very embarrassed about their actions and ashamed, and they don't like being in that feeling, you know, at all. Okay. And I know that you'll accept that, Pile 2, but they don't feel comfortable in themselves and their heart and their soul, that they feel terrible and they feel ashamed. You know, shame is such a very low vibration as well. So they're really wanting to, I would say, vibe higher, take some time in order to, you know, come in strong, and they do value you, and they have a lot of, they want to show you how they value you. And I do feel like they want it when they come in and talk to you and converse with you. They want to be in a state of empowerment for themselves where they don't lead you to tears. And in order to get to that point, they really need to know exactly what they want as well. Whatever you just heard or are about to hear, if it hurt you, know that it was not true. It's fake news, a misunderstanding, or you're just not getting the whole story. Trust me, I'll explain later. So that's exactly what I was picking up earlier, wasn't it? So they have a lot of things that they haven't said. So they haven't left you with a lot to go by, so that you should trust them. But I'm seeing here that, maybe there's something that's been posted on social media. Also, another thing is just don't look at their social media as well. Don't look, and just don't, because, there are sort of personas involved here. And I will just say I'm an artist, and I have a persona as an artist that I've tried many times to get rid of, but I have to uphold, because it's just the nature of the business, right? So they may have to have a persona in their line of work that is not necessarily fully who they are. And having a persona is not anything bad, I would say. It's just how it is in terms of careers, right? But yeah, just don't believe what they have posted as well, and just don't also look at it as well, or whatever you've heard from other people that just try not to worry about it, and just don't read into it too much. Okay? They feel terrible. They feel really ashamed. I feel like the shame thing's coming up very strongly. I don't feel like they say very much, but when they do, they have all of these things they're feeling, but they don't say very much. But when they do, it's very profound when it comes to you. Okay? Right, so let's have a look at the romance angels. So unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I do feel like we had a card here about the breakup. So going through, yes, another breakup. So they want to make the right choices so that they don't have to go through another unrequited love, okay? So I do feel like you are their requited love, because they kind of want to put a ring on it, and it's being hinted here. Pile 2. But yeah, they just don't want to go through another breakup, so they want to be strong, become courageous, learn to trust themselves more, and, learn that commitment is not a bad thing. Just because all the commitments that they've had in their past have failed, doesn't mean it'll fail with you. Okay, and they're learning to reprogram their head about it, their brain about it too. Yeah, and there you go. It's true love. Yeah, so what you have with them is true love. And also, I would say to trust your instincts on this one as well. If they have not told you, or if you've been doubting your intuition, trust your intuition. So true love, I'm seeing the High Priestess in my mind's eye. So true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. I feel like they're going to come and surprise you without you knowing. And it's just know that they have encountered an unrequited love, and you are their true love. Okay, this is the romance of a lifetime. Beautiful. And usually you reconcile in every lifetime as well when it's true love. So someone from your past is returning to your life. I do feel like they're going to be creeping in behind you, or they're kind of right behind you, energetically speaking, and they're on their way. Okay, but in order to do that, they need to come in gallantly. They don't want to come in like a wet blanket. They want to come in strong. They don't want to come in with fear and shame. They want to come in like a Roman soldier, someone who's strong, that knows themselves, knows their worth. Because for them, their physicality, their physical appearance, maybe they're even going to the gym or something, is all about helping them reprogram themselves to come into strength, empowerment as well. And it helps them in order to deliver what they have to say, deliver a line strongly. They don't even have to wear clothes necessarily, but they want to come in strong and buff. Okay, so this is just how they are. I do feel like this is a very masculine energy. Well, maybe they're learning how to become more divinely masculine. So in their divinity, in their truth, in their strength physically, in their strength, they will succeed, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and they don't want to push you away. If anything, they want to bring you in. So, but in order to do that, they know they need to rectify their ways and come in strong for you, and really make up for lost time that they've had with you recently. Or they haven't had with you, rather. So religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So there could be some religious factors here. There could be an age difference. There could be, you know, some sort of difference between you, and it may have been an influence, you know, before, but I feel like that's being healed at this time. I do feel like this religious practice or this difference has something to do with their addiction as well. Addictions can also be being a workaholic, so working too much. You know, maybe they're on work, or maybe they're away for work, or maybe you're away for work, or maybe you travel a lot. But either way, like, we have the clouds here, and I feel like this person just wants to come in out of the blue, serenade you. They want to be your knight in shining armor in the romantic way. Like, they want to, because they know that whatever they've given in the past was just not good enough, let's say, you know, like coming in and out, you know, giving you crumbs possibly. They're wanting to speak their truth here with a sword and come in correct, you know. They just know that you deserve so much more. Maybe you I just feel like, party, you turned your back to them and they're wanting to come in. So you've done nothing wrong. And free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So this person, as I said before, has been dealing with some addiction issues, and they're needing to know how to be empowered and to free themselves of this toxicity as well. We have a lot. Yeah, this is the part that had all the romance angel cards. Okay, so give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. They want to work on this partnership. They want to let you know again that whatever you're hearing, whatever you're seeing online, just don't trust it. It's just BS, okay? It's not true. And romantic feelings, again, like this person is coming in from behind, in order to, I feel like they want to surprise you, you know, because they want to kind of catch you off guard. You know, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So again, listen to your intuition. You know, whatever you've been feeling, it is true. They absolutely love the way you think as well. I love that card. I love the way you think. You really inspire me. You're such a remarkable person, and I can't wait to have you at my right hand once I start acting like the person I know I'm meant to be as well. So you are the person who is acting in integrity, and they want to come in integrity. I'm seeing the King of Wands in my mind's eye as well, and I'm seeing the High Priestess. I'm seeing the Star or the Sun card as well. Yeah, and you've been in separation at this time. The time apart from your partner is on horizon. So yeah, at this time, just try not to worry about what's going on. I know it bothers you, but you know, this separation has allowed them to really go deep and learn about their mistakes and how to rectify them. And not just mistakes in this connection, but just in life in general and with other people as well. And that you've triggered this thing where maybe they're overworking, maybe they're into like crazy stuff, that's related to their sort of toxic behaviors or addictions, okay, or addictions. And then lastly, stay optimistic. So about your love life, I feel like this person is optimistic about you both. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. I do feel like they have a lot of faith that it's going to work out somehow. I just feel like I'm seeing the strength card in my mind's eye as well. So let's have a look. I do feel like they have a lot of love and hope, and as we see, we've got these two cards poking out. So I've never stopped loving you, I never will, and I'm sorry, I really am. I hope you can forgive me. I just feel so bad. Okay, so part 2, we're going to have a look at the Island Time Wellness cards. Let me just see if there's anything else I have to say about this. Yeah, look, reconcile, separate. So the separation at this time, they want to reconcile. They want to show romantic feelings. They want to express romantic feelings with you. They want you to have faith about this connection as well, because both you and them know that it's true love. And they want to give this relationship a chance, that before they may have rebuffed you, they want to come back and reconcile and, give unconditionally to this connection. But I do feel like there's work involved here, addictions as well, and maybe some religious factors or tradition factors, or something that has separated you one way or another due to their customs or their way of life. Okay, so let's have a look. Can't make it up. We have addiction here again. So codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. So as I said, we did have the black magic card here. I do feel like there is someone here in their life that has been using black magic on them, and that has been blocking them. Though I do feel like they were involved, if they are not still involved, with someone who they were addicted to, or obsessing over, or codependent with as well. So I do feel like there is something here in terms of spell work, and that has put them into this trap where they're a unicorn, they're meant to be free, right? So this person is very special as well. I do feel like both of you vibrate very high, generally speaking, and I feel like this person they were dealing with kind of like caught them like a magical unicorn or like a magical butterfly, and caught them in order to keep them and hold on to them. But you can't hold on to something that's meant to be free and magical and for others to see in the world, So I feel like this person is someone who is meant to be out in the world. I do see that this person is meant to be, I do see the star card. I am seeing it in my mind's eye. I do see someone who's very well known, who is a public figure as well, who's meant to be free. But it doesn't necessarily mean that, I don't see that if you're worried, I don't feel like this person's young, free, and single at this time. I do feel like they are honouring this connection. They are loyal to you. And heart with a key. So welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. So you are perfect to this person. Absolutely. They're wanting to get together with you. They're wanting to reconcile. They're wanting to share or express to you in physically, maybe, that you are their true love. I do feel like they really love hugs. And that they've met the one. You've known this, but now they're learning about this now, possibly. We have the magician. Yeah, I do see that there is someone in their midst who is using black magic here. We have the magician. In this context, the magician is a dark figure. But I would say that they've turned their back away from this person, and they're recognizing that this person was dark or low vibrational. Maybe they won't say, oh, I was dealing with a dark magician, but they probably will say, look, I was dealing with someone who was highly toxic. It was not in my highest interest, something like that. But intuitively, Pile.What, what's been going on. And they're wanting to manifest your love. I feel like this person that they were dealing with was blocking this true love connection as well. We have the Fool. Yeah, and they do feel a fall in love. They want to be a fall in love as well with you in a positive way that's requited, not unrequited, like their past person. They felt like a fool with this past person, that they were trapped and deceived by their, obsessive compulsion, weird, toxic behaviors. This could be sex involved as well. Then they're feeling like a fool about it, but they're feeling ashamed about it, as we saw earlier. So Pile.What, they're wanting to start something completely new with you. I do feel travel here is very strong. We have Sagittarius energy here, and we also have Aries energy here. So lots of fire, communication, Gemini energy as well. They're wanting to communicate, they're wanting to flirt. Gemini energy is also about the twin souls too. I do feel like they see a connection with you. They are faithful to you, as I mentioned before. We have the dog, talks about loyalty as well. 5 of coins. Yeah, so I feel like they've separated from this person. We have separation. So I feel like this person has left that other person out in the cold. And this person has to surrender to the judgment of spirit now and deal with that energetically. And so I do see that they are in separation. I do feel like this person is really feeling the cold with you as well. They're feeling the separation. And they're wanting to reconcile. 5 of coins. Okay, this is the tattoo tarot, by the way. Wow. And we have the Emperor. So I did say very strong masculine energy here, and we do have very masculine energy here. This is someone who is wanting to be a father, a husband, the man, you know, in your life, the divine masculine, whether it's male, whether they are a male or female. They want to be the man. They want to be the divine masculine energy. They want to have their ish together. They want to have everything under control. We do have an eagle here, which is interesting in this card. But yeah, someone who's overseeing this whole situation. I do feel like they check in on you, maybe through social media, air energy. I see that as communication, and I see that as social media. I see that they are someone who's wanting to build their control. You know, they're wanting to build up their stamina. Emperor energy is controlled, you know, strong, empowered business person. They're wanting to build up on their finances, and I do feel like they're currently away from you right now, maybe working abroad or something, where they're in separation from you at a distance. They're feeling you no matter what, no matter how far they are. They're feeling you. If it on the surface it looks like they've turned their back from you, then they haven't. They've never energetically. They just. Well, I think they did before, because maybe they were freaked out. But yeah, Pile 2, this is someone who is working on being an amazing career person, okay? And I feel like this has got something to do with their strength and their empowerment as well, that they're wanting to come in strong with not only their love, but also come in as a very empowered individual here, okay? That has mastered everything, and let them do that. You know, if if it's got something to do with their ego here, just let them do that. You know, if it makes them feel good, let them do that. Okay. And then we have Ian Segal's mystical healing card, which says recognize divine timing. We have number 24, so 4 and 2 is adding up to 6, which talks about balance, especially in terms of true love energy. This person is needing to learn how to balance themselves out of, you know, coming out of this toxic karmic situation they were in, have more control in their life, and they're just wanting to go blind faith, you know, blindly towards a new door here, a new life, a new chapter in their life, which talks about having faith here with the Fool card as well. So yeah, absolutely going towards unknown territory with you, I would say. So now we're going to use the wonderful oracle card, which I'm using for the first time possibly in this channel, by Angelina Mirabito. Yeah, Lantern Oracle. Wow. And we actually have the exact like namesake, let's say, of this whole oracle card. So I feel like Pile 2, you are so beautiful and mysterious to this person. You're so unusual. Yeah, but anyway, look, we have strength of vulnerability. We have number 4, which is the Emperor, number 4, which does talk about strengthening their foundations. So this person is wanting to strengthen their foundations, their finances. I feel like they have had a financial loss in relationship to this person. Maybe they had given financially to this person, and this person, your person, was trapped, was led astray and led into a trap here. Was led astray maybe due to sex or drugs or alcohol or something, and just kept giving energetically to this person and also financially. But yeah, strength of vulnerability. They're wanting to come in strong, knowing that being vulnerable is strength as well. And the power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. So yeah, I feel like you are someone that shows your strength through being vulnerable. Maybe you are vulnerable with them. Maybe you've expressed vulnerability to them. Maybe you've expressed romantic feelings to them. And they're wanting to reconcile and repair, I'm hearing, and say something similar or on the same lines, where they're wanting to be vulnerable with you. So let's have a look at the card here. Strength number 4. Okay, So yeah, feelings of vulnerability arise when we are treated as if we are, or we believe ourselves to be incapable of inadequately protecting or providing for ourselves. So they want to be more than just financially independent. They want to be able to give to you. And remember that the Emperor is the counterpart to the Empress. And so we also had here that they're wanting to surprise you with an offer. Okay. Yeah, say you'll say yes if I ask. I'm so nervous because I'm seriously planning to propose or elope, get ready. So that's what they're looking towards in their future here, okay? So I really feel like this person's really leveling up away from knight energy to not just the king, but to emperor status. Your vulnerability is where you recognize your power. And I feel like they're wanting to start fresh. Remember, the Fool card is the very, very beginning of the Major Arcana Tarot. We do have very strong Aries here. Absolutely 100%. Lots of fire, which talks about adventure, travel. Just generally the fire signs are about that. Fire energy is dry and hot. Maybe they have had like a sexual dry spell recently and they're wanting to manifest that, reawaken that again with you. I'm also seeing tantric love making as well between both of you as well, where you're both going to be healing each other sexually as well. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, they're wanting to start something completely brand new with you. Zero to hero is what I'm hearing. So I feel like that's all I have for you. I really hope you've enjoyed this lovely in-depth reading for you, Pile 2. Let me know how it goes, let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Take care. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So, Pile 3, what would they say if they could? We're going to be using lovely Amy Satori's deck. This is called From Your Beloved Ghoster. So, all the description about Amy is in the description box, and these are her cards. Wonderful. So, Pile 3, what would they say if they could? Pile 3, let's get into it. So, despite how anything appears, I'm faithful to you. You have and hold my heart, okay? So despite what's going on, despite what's being posted on social media, despite what they've said, despite what other people have said about them, despite what your friends have told you about them, you know. Also, there's something about your friendships as well. So don't feel like all of your friendships are in your highest interest when it comes to this person as well. They may have been leading you astray or giving you some false advice, or they may not understand the true love connections. So just be careful with whom you share this information to. Like, hold it sacred. But also sometimes it's quite difficult to talk about these things just generally because not many people understand true love connections really. They get their information from rom-coms only or just societal programming. I just want to let you know that, okay? So you have my heart and hold my heart, okay? So Pile 3, don't underestimate the power of our love, expect a miracle. So yeah, I feel like maybe you have been underestimating it. Maybe they haven't given you much to go by with what's been going on because they've been ghosting you. So Pile 3, don't underestimate the power of your love. Sorry, don't underestimate the power of our love. Expect a miracle. Okay, so expect a miracle. I just feel that the energy of someone who's been deflated, and I feel like this is you, reader. Reader being Pile 3, this is you. You've been deflated, yeah. I hope we'll be compatible doing certain adult activities because I really need someone open-minded. Sorry. Because I really need someone open-minded. There are lots of things I'd like to do with you, and I just hope you'll be receptive. Pile 3. Wow, they've got a kinky side going on. Okay. I don't care what others think of us. We are perfect for each other. That's all that matters. And that's what I was picking up on, is that there's quite a few cooks in the kitchen. Lots of fingers in the pie. I feel like there are lots of people that are giving advice or maybe false advice. So pay attention to who you're sharing this information with. And if you have already, you know, maybe it's too late kind of with that. But moving forward, you know, just keep it sacred. Yeah. Okay. Because I feel like there are lots of people involved here. And what you both have with each other is what counts. Their name, by the way, could start with a D. I'm just picking up on that. Could start with a D, or they could have double D. You could have a double D breast. Wow, that's cool. So pile 3, I've chosen to date someone else right now, so please respect that and give me time and space to see what I truly want. If we are truly destined, I'll see that clearly as I explore this. So this is interesting. So we're going to get into that, okay? Okay, so maybe they've had to date someone else so that they could explore their sexuality or explore their sexual fantasies or something, because maybe they thought you were too goody two shoes and you went into that. But maybe this is part of their own growth. Maybe they are exactly exploring other people right now, or exploring someone else. Dating someone. I feel like they're kind of in two minds about it. I feel like they want to do this because they want to do that, like as part of their whole life, part of their life journey. But I feel like they're kind of kidding themselves, because they always come back to you, even if it's not physically. They come back to you energetically speaking, and I feel like they have you in their mind. And it says here, you have and hold my heart. So I feel like they're kind of a tiny bit in their ego when they're doing this sort of activity. I don't trust this connection. There you go. Well, yeah, I don't feel like they trust this connection that they are going with, this person, sexually speaking. I don't trust this connection right now. Maybe it's what my friends have been saying. Oh my gosh, there's too many people going on. Okay. Maybe it's what my friends have been saying. I'm just feeling skeptical. Am I imagining this? Delusional? Have you cast a spell on me? I hope it's real. They want this connection with you, but they're not trusting their gut. They're not trusting their instincts. And they're going with what other people are saying. Their friends, their people are saying, you should go and date other people, because what is this true love thing about? What are you talking about that you feel them in your sleep? What are you talking about that you're having psychic connections and psychic conversations with this person? What are you talking about? They don't understand. So let's just ring the bell here and clear that energy out, because we don't need that, do we? Let's have clarity in this connection, pile 3, for you. Okay. I do feel like they think you are magical, by the way. All right, let's see what else. I've been through the death. I've just been through the death, ending, or divorce of a family member, lover, or friend, and as a result, need adequate time to grieve. If you want me to treat you right. Okay, I do still feel like they're in their ego. So pile 3, I do feel like they're in fear. I don't feel like they believe that you could understand, like how to be for this person when they're grieving or they're going through whatever. I do feel like they're keeping you at a distance and seeing like a hand go, you know, stop. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart, think it over. So I feel like they're keeping you at a distance so that you don't break their heart. My achy breaky heart. Da, 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 da. Yeah. They just want to keep you at a distance. I feel like they're playing games with you, pile 3. And it's a little bit annoying, but I feel like what they want to tell you, that what they could say to you if they could, is all of this stuff that I've mentioned, but don't underestimate the power of your love with them. Expect a miracle. I feel like they are currently in the energy that I'm picking up on, that I'm tapping into right now, that they feel like you are incompatible because they've got a kinky side to them that they maybe haven't showed you. Maybe they're worried about expressing to you about this, and they're listening to other people, listening to what their friends are saying. I feel like their friends are naysayers. I feel like your friends maybe are giving you bad advice and are also telling you to move on with someone else. Maybe move on in a connection that is physical, that's based on reality. And I feel like these people that are advising you and this person, your person, just don't understand true love connections. Okay, so I just want to say that. Okay, I'm just trying to arrange this in a way that's right. Okay, I'm healing childhood trauma before I feel comfortable starting a relationship with you. I feel I could be healthy enough to maintain without getting so easily triggered and taking things out on you. So exactly, I do feel like they are easily triggered. I just feel like they have a interesting perception of you, like you're not open-minded when you are. And I feel like, yes, they could have been going through a death and a situation that has ended for them that's been very traumatic and painful. But I don't feel like you have their heart and you hold their heart, but I don't still feel like they can understand fully what true love really means and what it entails. It means and entails that you are there for each other through the highs and the lows. So I know Pile.3 as a reader that you would be there for them through this ending, not to fix them. This isn't like Coldplay I'll fix you song. This is about not being there to enable them with any sort of toxic behaviors or situations or ways of thinking, but it's just being there present for them, not necessarily even saying anything. And that's what love is. Love is also patient and quiet as well, and present. If I haven't said it yet, or in a while, I love you. Okay, so nice and simple. I do feel like this person's kind of got like a indecisive energy at this time. I feel like they get scared about this connection, Pile.3. Understandable. I just feel like they are coming into their own illumination about this, spiritually speaking, okay? And so they're getting advice from the wrong people that don't understand this, okay? You are pushing me away, trying to control this and us. Please give me space right now so I can be sure my decisions are based on what I truly want at my core and not because you're pressuring me. So Pile.3, you may have pressured them, you may have told them, look, it's going to happen or it's over, you know? You may have given them an ultimatum, Pile.3. You may have said something that's been, you know, untoward, that's freaked them out, and you know they need to come into their own understanding about what this is all about, in their own way, so that they can also just not worry, not have to care about what other people say as well, and get their advice from other people. They need to get their advice from themselves, you know. Okay, and they want to come in correct. They want to make a concrete decision for themselves. And I feel like, I do feel like Kundalini, there's trauma in their spinal cord. I feel like their sense of security. I do feel like they either fight or fly, in terms of like a survival mechanism. I do feel like they are slightly indecisive when it comes to your connection, which is something that you are peed off about. And so you've given them an ultimatum. And so that's kind of, I feel like they're also thankful. What they're not telling you is they're thankful that you have been pressuring them a little bit, and given them an ultimatum, because it's made them really think about their choices in life just generally. I do feel like this is kind of, I'm picking up on slightly Gemini energy, or at least the shadow aspect of Gemini, which is indecisive. The positive aspect of Gemini is someone who's very intelligent, sociable, someone who's out in the world, flirtatious, happy, someone who has very good business acumen as well, and is very decisive. But I feel like at this time they're in that their shadow. Wow. And so we have weddings. So this situation involves marriage. So, you know, they love you and they want to commit to you. Maybe not now, but sooner or later they will. And this is about, you know, when you make a commitment to marry, when you make a commitment to commit to someone, in the long run, a lot of your childhood comes up, maybe even childhood trauma comes up, that makes someone or both of you feel uncomfortable, because your ideas of partnership, and your ideas of life and how to conduct your life, just generally speaking, happens in the first 7 years of your life. The first 7 years of your life are very formative years of your life. So this is like a psychological thing where if you've been in a family dynamic where your father, for example, was absent in the first 7 years of your life, or even 1 year of your life that happened within those 7 years, you go towards people in your adult life that are absent, that aren't there present for you. And it's because of this programming, and it doesn't matter how much you try to change that. The heart wants what the heart wants. And so this is based on psychology. You can have a look at it. I don't know exactly the right terminology for it, but it is based on psychology. And so this person, could be triggered with you when it comes to that, because they see a future with you, they see marriage with you, they see marriage on the cards with you. They may have, possibly even themselves been through a relationship breakdown they were married to this person as well. When you're married to someone, you have a lot of assets involved, you have a lot of things involved, you've got maybe children involved as well. I'm seeing the Sun card as well in my mind's eye. And, someone that you were committed to for a long time, and then there's a breakdown in that marriage, it's like grieving. It's not easy. Or even just in a relationship. So this person is loving themselves first, Pile 3. What they want to say to you is that they're loving themselves first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. They're also saying that you respect yourself, and they find that very attractive. I feel like they have a misconception of what love is and what sex is, by the way. And so, yeah, that's what it is. I feel like they're having a misconception of that, a misunderstanding of what love is and what sex is, okay? So Pile 3, healing family issues. Yeah, so what I was picking up on is exactly what I mentioned here. So your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I do feel like they have been going through childhood traumas. They've been going through something that has been triggering them, and to understand what love is, what sex is, what a healthy family dynamic is all about as well. Playfulness. So this is that Gemini energy that I'm picking up on. So to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So, this could also be them playing with other people, sexually speaking, having fun with other people at this time, which is going to trigger you, obviously, because they're kind of giving you mixed messages. Maybe they have been giving you mixed messages, vocally. They've communicated mixed messages to you, but maybe they've also, they've been saying, like, I want to marry you, I want to commit with you, I want to love you, I want to, you have my heart, I love you, you underestimate the power of our love, all of these things, but yet they're playing with other people. So here and here, and here. So it is very confusing for you, Pile 3, and I feel for you a lot. But just trust that this connection is going to reach a higher level of maturity, is what I'm picking up on. This is someone who's quite immature at this stage, but they do see a future with you. I expect a miracle. And again, we have children, so they could have children with this person they were married to possibly before. So it's very complicated, but there is a level of immaturity, energetically speaking, that I'm picking up on. Doesn't matter what age they are. That they're healing as well because of family issues, trauma, childhood trauma that has gone on with their life. I feel like the first 7 years of their life was a bit traumatic for them one way or another. It doesn't have to be majorly severe, but that, something had happened in their childhood that had allowed them, or had taught them how to be in a relationship, which was not healthy. I also see number 17 on the timer here, so I do feel like they are healing at this time. Number 17 is a star card. And we have engagement, so they are possibly wanting to propose to you, but in order to do that, they need to clear out, energetically speaking, this connection that they were with that they were in beforehand. If this involves children, this also talks about legal papers too. Maybe needing to finalize a divorce as well, finalize a separation, legally speaking, in order to come in correct. And maybe this is something they want to talk to you about in private, where it's just both of you. Maybe they also want to introduce you to their friends, their family as well, and get things clear here. I'm seeing number 18 on the timer as well, which would be the moon card. So I feel like they have a lot of fears about maybe marrying again. I feel like they have this tradition, like once you're with someone, you have to marry them, you know? And I feel like at this time, they just want to, if they hadn't been free, young, free and single when they were 17, 20, in their early 20s, in their early 20s, they are wanting to be young, free and single now and explore that aspect of, I don't know, like having, you know, sleeping around and all this kind of thing before they are serious again and commit to another relationship that's going to be for the long run. So I feel like they're kind of going through a rebel stage at this time, if they hadn't beforehand. And I do see that they want to commit to you, and they're seeing that this love is spiritual, and will increase, like your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. I feel like this will, I'm hearing miglioramento in Italiano, which means an improvement. I feel like you and them together, both of you will improve each other one way or another. We have honeymoon. So yeah, so we have engagement, wedding, honeymoon, and children, you know, so they want it all with you. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. They want to be with you. They want to be just alone with you. And there it is, you know, codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So pile 3, your person is addicted to a certain behavior that you may not even know about, okay, that they could be hiding at this time, and they're needing to seek counsel for it possibly. You are, like, they have codependency issues due to their childhood, okay, when it comes to relationships, and they're wanting to heal that at this time. Maybe they've moved away from you at this time in order to do that. Maybe they moved away for you to explore other options, and then would like to come back healed of toxicity and addictions as well. I do feel like they are someone that comes in and comes out, so someone that flies in and then flies out. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, but they're wanting to stop that. Okay, so pile 3, the sword and rose: clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. They want to protect this love. They want to be clear with their love. They want to be clear with their word. They want to speak their truth. They want to speak loving things to you. They want to be playful with you. They want to claim this connection and not be afraid of it. They also want to claim you as theirs and not be afraid of that too. I feel like they're a little bit afraid, a scaredy cat I'm hearing, of this connection and what other people think as well about them and this connection. But I feel like at some point they're just going to grow up and grow into it and grow out of immaturity energy, no matter what age they are. And then they want to say that they've been stabbed in the back. So heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. I do feel like they've been going through something with someone else that was very shocking, and they may have had something here where someone was playing the field with them, okay, while they were married to this person, and now that they're separating from them and possibly even finalizing a divorce from them, they are now going to explore other options, you know, have some fun with adult activities with someone else or other people. They just need to get out of their system somehow. That's what I'm just seeing here. And I know it sounds a bit rough, but that's what I'm seeing here. And I do feel like you have been stabbed in the back, pile 3, and they are recognizing that they haven't treated you right, and they want to treat you right, and they're wanting to tell you that they've been deceptive, and they haven't been loyal to this connection to you either, and they've used their sword, as in their voice, to communicate just confusion that has led you to confusion, and they want to heal this. They also see you as family, and they also see you as wife, husband material, and they see a future with you with children. I do see like a blended family situation as well. Maybe they're connected, or their divorced person is like a karmic person, and had used. I feel like this person was not true to this connection. Their person, the person they were married to or in a relationship with, where they have children, or they could be like baby mama, baby daddy kind of thing. They were unfaithful and had major addiction, like, or even personality traits that were very unbalanced. Let's just put it like that. So we have the Hierophant, Pile 3. So very strong Taurus energy here I'm picking up on. But anyway, regardless, this is someone who's really wanting to stabilize themselves. They are very traditional. Remember I spoke about, they see someone, they date them, and they just know that this is someone that they need to marry because that's the way the tradition is. I feel like they're kind of learning that that's not always the right thing to do, and they've learned it the hard way because they were with the wrong person here, or they've learned a very difficult lesson in terms of marriage and relationships. But regardless, they do want to commit to you. They're seeing that you have the key to their heart and you hold their heart, as I said before. And we have the Four of Pentacles here, and they're wanting to really hold on to this connection. They really want to hold on to you. I do feel like they're holding on to finances. They may be even holding on to true traditional practices a bit too much. So this could be religious factors that are really just, I'm seeing religious factors are affecting your love life, which was, I think, in Pile 2. But Pile 3, I see that this is someone who is a little bit too earnest, or too earnest with their belief systems, or too religious, if that's even a possibility. And so what they do is they end up rebelling. This is like the typical Catholic schoolgirl syndrome, where you've been taught all of these amazing things and to live a certain like chaste life and to be an incredible human being, and then you end up rebelling and doing drugs and sleeping around. And so it's I also see that this person wants to tell you that they feel tainted by love as well, by the way. We have the Magician, which came out in Pile 2. So they're wanting to create a spark in this connection again. They want to again, I picked up on Gemini energy here earlier. I do feel like they've been a little bit manipulative with you, or very manipulative with you, Pile 3. And I feel like they've also been very stubborn to see how this connection can actually evolve into something now, like true right now, rather than having to wait and hold and put you on hold, or leave you on red, which is very frustrating. I'm picking up on your energy. You're just frustrated with the in and outs, the indecision. And I really feel like Pile 3, you've really put them in a corner, and you've asked them exactly what it is that you want. And you've told them that, this is just not going to fly with me anymore. Yeah, one way or another. And I do feel like they are immature, and they're wanting to grow up out of codependency issues, and this maybe painful ending that they have experienced with a love, or even a death in the family that they're having to heal right now. There could be something to do with financial assets in their family that they're having to sort of sort out. I do feel like they have, if you're worried about how they are in terms of their physical attributes, at home they are stable. There could be something to do with like assets in the home, like something to do with a will involved here, or if they're separating, divorcing with someone, they're having to like deal with what end of the bargain that they have financially as well. And I feel like I do feel like this person is very stubborn in their ways. They're not someone that budges very easily. They usually get what they want as well. I think I saw the High Priestess came, well, energetically speaking, the High Priestess came in Pile 2. But Pile 3, The Magician and the High Priestess, for me as a reader, are counterparts energy. So very strong Cancer, very strong Pisces energy here. I do feel like you know what you want. And we have the Knave of Coins here. So yeah, we have a Page of Coins here, who, someone who is wanting to send you a message, someone who is wanting to heal this connection. I don't feel like it's going to be anytime soon. I feel like this is someone who's sort of having to rebuild themselves, or start something new in terms of a connection, just generally speaking, again, after being blown over, hit in the head by a bulldozer, I'm seeing, with a relationship that just didn't pan out the way that they had expected it to pan out. I feel like this person that they were connected to really was very possessive and really hold on to them financially a lot, very codependent. I feel like you, Pile 3, you are very psychically in tune with this person. You're very psychically connected with this person. I feel like you know what you want. Intuitively, you know that they are meant to be with you, but not all true love connections pan out in the physical. And I feel like that's the thing that you find very frustrating. You know about this connection on an intuitive, spiritual level, but it hasn't manifested in the physical. But I'm just going to say that Pile 3, this person wants to manifest a connection. They want to not just manifest a physical connection with you, not just sexually, but also they actually want to manifest a relationship with you that's of a higher standing. At this time, it's slow energy, like very slow energy. At this time, this could be, I'm giving you a window of 4 years, okay? They could have been with someone for 4 years, but I'm seeing a window of 4 to 5 years where actually you might physicalize this love. Spirit is saying, as always in my readings, don't wait around for this. If you need to explore other options, go ahead and do that. Work on your career, your life goals, your bucket list. Maybe work on your spiritual practice. If you have a tarot business or healing business, go ahead and focus on that, and heal yourself as well, primordially speaking, because this connection's been a bit of a rough one, I think, for you. And yeah, commit to spirit at this time, okay? And so Pile 3, you have support. So what would they say if they could is that they support you, they respect you, they support you on any decision that you personally make moving forward. They encourage you to just keep being the best version of you. Pile 3, I do see that there is a level of immaturity in this person. I'm not going to lie. I do feel like this person is not quite, maybe in like finances, they're very mature, they're very good at their finances, they're very good at their career, they're very mature, but I feel like in terms of relationship, they're immature. And I feel like this is where you come in, where you're leading the way as usual, as always. With true love connections, there's always one that leads and one that follows, one that chases, one that runs, and then the dynamics change where the runner becomes the chaser becomes the runner. So I feel like you've stopped chasing this person. You've told them, you've given them an ultimatum. They feel pretty bad about it. They also feel indecisive about what they want to do. They're exploring other options. You know this intuitively speaking. You've been picking up on these nudges, intuitively speaking. And you feel betrayed, stabbed in the back. You feel betrayed by this, but they do feel like they want to get everything in order, sorted out before they come to you. They want to get everything sorted out, financially speaking, emotionally speaking, spiritually speaking. They want to get their life correct, and they have had a course correction, I would say here. This card has been coming up in the readings as well, hasn't it? Just generally speaking. 36 could be significant for you. That rounds down to a 9, and in the major tarot, the major arcana, the number 9 is the Hermit card. So maybe they're needing to take some time for themselves, honeymoon, being in separation, and come into themselves and be quiet. I'm also seeing there's this poem by Rupi Kaur, I don't know how you say her surname, amazing poet, and she talks about honeymooning herself. So this person, you know, may be exploring their own sexuality alone, where they hadn't explored that before, and this is about self-love as well. All right, so now we're going to move on to the last oracle card, which is by the Lantern Oracle by Angelina Mirabito. Radical honesty. Okay, so number 18. To believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat and self-denial. Okay, so pile 3, I see that this person is needing to radically change their lives here, radically be honest with themselves. One eye is open and one eye is closed. Again, it's that indecision energy that I was picking up on at the very beginning. This is also the soldier, the you know, the knight that comes in and out, goes out to war, someone who's very honorable as well, but they travel a lot and they're not someone that's stable. So again, I feel like pile 3, this person is needing to stabilize themselves. Maybe they need to get some, you know, advice from someone who is mature, someone who's older than them, someone who is a wise teacher for them, like a guru or something like that, to help them be on the right path, and to stop and to tell them, look, you got to stop being led astray by other people, and you got to stop allowing other people to sway you into the wrong situations. I feel like this person may have been betrayed by their own friends as well. I just feel like there's sabotage energy here. We also have 18, which adds up to 9 again, which does talk about the hermit. So isolation, needing to isolate to become clear in their whole life, and what they want, and to have time to think. And they need to be radically honest with themselves and with you, but first of all with themselves, right, before with you. So let's have a look at the book and see what radical honesty talks about in this card. Yeah, so the mother warrior assures you that it is okay and not at all a failure or a flaw to experience disappointments, betrayals of the heart, and confusion. Rather, that is what it is to be transparently and universally human. She encourages you to look candidly at your current limitations and past the regrets and the things that you wish were not part of your character or life story. So this is what this person is saying, is that there are certain traits of theirs that they're not proud of, and they have disappointments as well in their life as well, and regrets, right? The mother cautions you against continuing to deny any unwanted reality in your life and your uncomfortable feelings about it. So they're wanting to get comfortable in the discomfort. In order to do that, the only way out is through that discomfort. And so I feel like they're possibly talking to someone of authority to help them with that. This could even be a father figure of themselves as well, to get through this. Maybe like they're going through a detox as well, and you know, maybe they're having to get through some sort of counselling with relationship to their childhood. So the mother's message is: consider your reality as a mirror reflecting all of yourself back to you. See yourself through the eyes of compassion and love. Make it a priority to experience yourself in authentic connections with others and feel your world transform into the joyful fulfillment of all that you have been fighting for. So I do feel like this person works very hard. I feel like this person is wanting to become more authentic within themselves and this connection as well. And they're wanting to make you a priority, but before they do that, they need to make themselves a priority, maybe for the first time, to love themselves compassionately. Maybe they didn't have compassionate love in their childhood. That's all I have for you, pile 3. I really hope this message found you well with what your soulmate, your true love, your beloved ghoster would want to say to you if they could. Thank you so much. Please do press the like button and let me know how this resonates with you. Bye for now. See you on the next one. Take care.